So I'm just gonna do a nice one bead with this because it's very short. The key to doing short nails is not using too much monomer, just enough. Do not overdo, too much powder. Do not overdo it, okay? You don't need to build an apex either. As long as you apply the acrylic nice and even and make sure that it's evenly distributed through the nail, your nail should have really good structure, okay? Just like that. And I want to do a nice tapered shape, so I'm definitely gonna shape my nails with these shorties here. The majority of the time you guys are doing shorties, it's way too bulky right here in the cuticle area because you guys are using too much powder. You're trying to build an apex when it's not necessary. Nails this short do not need apex. Your natural nails has an apex. As long as you do a proper application, the apex will come through and it'll be able to assist you. See? And I'm just gonna shape it nice and crisp. There you guys go. This nail is not gonna break, okay? The client's nails has a nice curve right here, apex, so you guys will be able to do a nice application. A lot of you guys try to build an apex right here. That's why it bulges out here and it looks bulky, and you don't have. And you're like, why is it so hard to do short nails? It is actually isn't. You're just overthinking it and you're overdoing it. Okay. So be like Dave. Don't overdo it. Just enough powder to cover the nail evenly. When I say evenly, it means that it's not gonna be thin here, thick there. And then we're gonna make sure the powder is nice and medium consistency, buttery, before we start moving it. Now this is still wet, so I'm just nudging it back and forth to keep the powder from overflowing the sides, right? But once this powder starts to dry up a little bit, see, I can feel it. I'm able to move it lightly with my brush, and it will coat my client's natural nails evenly. See, the thickness is even, so it looks very, very clean. And I will shape my client's nails while I'm at it. Just like that. Consistently shaping my nails. Make sure that's the shape I want, like a nice square taper. See? That's all you need, guys. No apex necessary. You can quote me on that. Nails is short, does not break. Unless it's really breaking. If it breaks, it'll just break or chip off, okay? It's not gonna break into the apex. I'm very heavy-handed. You gotta be light-handed. Had a hard day today, yesterday at the shop. I may not do live tonight. I like your work. It's the other way, learn easy. Because, hey, thank you from all the way from Spain. This is 174 by Chisel. Hello, Jasmine. Hello, everybody. Can you purchase a? I'm not shipping internationally, unfortunately, guys. So, a lot of you guys are having issues with short nails. I'm telling you now, it's really fast to do short nails. And I use a smaller brush. You don't need a big brush for these nails, right? 1, 2, 3. You just need enough. Even that's too much powder, you see that? But I'm gonna keep it here on the nail. I'm gonna nudge up to the cuticle area. Slowly. Just like that. Bring in the sides. Pinch off any excess. That's all the powder I need on the nail. See that? Pat my cuticle area and use my crimp brush. Let it dry. Guys, just remember, just because the powder is too wet to move it doesn't mean you have to swipe it off, okay? Let it dry on the nail. And pinch off, and I'll be have that nice short teeth. I'll be doing some art on here, some abstract color blocking with black. It'll look really cute. There you guys go. See? Nice structure, good shape. The shape is still there, consistent. It's very important to always shape while you're doing your application. A lot of you guys ask me, I'm struggling with shaping. That's because you're trying to shape with the hand filer. I don't shape with the hand filer, I shape with my acrylic brush. It's the best way to shape nails with the acrylic brush, because that'll give you the shape nice and crisp. And then later on when you use the hand filer, you're just crisping up the shape. You're not trying to shape. The more you shape with the hand filer, the more you remove, you take away from the shape. It's easy to take away, but it can't add back on, okay? So don't depend on the hand filer to shape. Depend on this right here, this acrylic brush. When this powder gets to a nice medium consistency, you can use this acrylic brush and shape your nails the way you want it based on the nail tip that you put on. Whether it be her natural nails or whether it be a tip that I already pre-shaped, it takes on that shape very crisp as long as you use your acrylic brush to do it. You're kind of like sculpting a mold in the shape first already, okay? So take your time with the application, make sure you get it nice and shaped. Because later on, it will save you time. Your sets will be faster. You're gonna have to shape less, drill less, because your application is smoother, more crisp. Do less work. Speed up your nails, your set, by not being faster, but being more efficient with your work. I'm efficient because right now I'm gonna utilize this process called application to shape my nails, make them nice and even, cuticle nice and flush. So later on I have minimal drilling in the cuticle, minimal drilling on top, and minimal time doing shaping. So I'm efficient. I'm not actually faster. I'm spending more time in my application to be more efficient, to save myself time later doing other process, okay? You guys see the difference between efficiency and speed? People ask me, how do I get faster? I'm like, I don't know how to get faster, but I can tell you how to be more efficient. And once you have efficiency, speed, you have quality. With the efficiency is you'll still have your quality. You won't sacrifice quality to increase your speed. Some people want to get faster, they want to do things faster, but they're not efficient. It's in like they'll sacrifice the quality of the nails. Yes, you may have gotten the set done within 15, 20 minutes faster, but maybe your shape, the thickness of your design suffered because you weren't efficient. See that? Everything is shaped the way I need it. Later on, I bring a hand filer to this. It's gonna be nice and crisp already. Cause look, this shaping is so much more easier than shaping with a hand filer. You have one hand down. How long do you dip in powder? It matters of seconds. What's up, Tamia? How are you? Thank you, Tina Edwards, for the stars. I got a nail polish system for the first time. On your tail, the gig is out. That product is amazing. Yep, nail polish definitely one. I used to use them a lot. They're a very good product too. Right now, I've been using a lot of chisel. It's a little bit more affordable. I love it when people chase me down. Come on, come at me. When you pass me, I'll pass you the torch. You gotta have a goal, you know? Some people say, I wanna be like you. Well, I want you to be better than me. I don't mind when people pass me. I'll pass you the torch if you pass me. It's not about losing or winning. It's about bringing in the next generation of nail techs to help other nail techs. If you have that mentality, you have that drive, that passion to help others too, shoot, I would love to pass the torch down to the next generation. You can't do this forever, right, guys? At some point, I'm gonna be tired. I can't do it. I'm too busy. Someone else gotta take over. Waiting for all of you guys to pass me. Some of my students right now are so talented. Every time I teach a class, I see these students, I'm like, wow, potential to pass me. Anytime anyone's like, I want to be like you, I'm like, no, you need to be better. Techs like me, there's so many of me out here, okay? I want you to be better. Think past me. But I can't wait to pass down the baton, the torch to the next generation. It's always nice to know that, you know, we have a good set of new nail techs entering this industry. Techniques, living through them. Not even about technique, to be honest. Just perspective. I think if I can give birth to hundreds and hundreds of nail techs that think like me, they'll be able to help others. It'll make this industry a lot more friendly for beginners, like how they were a beginner, and I helped them. Like a pay it forward thing, right? So before you know it, let's put some more positivity in this industry. You don't need not polished to have buttery acrylic. Look at this chisel on my monomer. Half the price and still rocking it out. Fairly easy, you guys see that? Just simple shaping of the acrylic, moving the acrylic when it needs to be moved. When it's wetter, I'm just gonna give it time. Let it cook a little bit. Okay, when it's medium consistency, when it's like, you know, al dente, like how I say, see that? I'm still molding it like a buttery consistency. It's a lot easier for you, okay? There's no such thing as odorless monomer. My monomer has an odor. It might not be as strong as you think it is, but hopefully it's manageable for you. But I will promise you my monomer is not odorless. You gotta think the word odorless means that the odor is just less. So less than what? You don't know, but every monomer will have an odor. There's low odor, not odorless, sorry. You just probably can't pick it up. But let me know what you think. I really can't smell the smell of monomer, so I can't gauge if my monomer is high odor or not, but I do know that it's less odor than Mia's Secret, Young Nails, and C&D. So that I do know. But let me guys know what you think. For a lot of you guys that are having, you know, that use the quote-unquote odorless monomer, if it's the same, a little bit stronger, I would love the feedback so that I can tell other people or even make adjustments to my monomer in the future. Always trying to make my product better, and what better way than to have, you know, honest reviews from people who use them. My mindset's refreshing, I hope so. You got your license? Congratulations, Kalia. Camilla, sorry. Give it 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna see the powder marble, and you know to place it down. It'll be nice and buttery. Okay. It takes about 3 seconds for monomer to react to the acrylic and let you know that it's gonna be runny or it's gonna be too dry. So give that your acrylic some time. Okay. Hold the bead for 3 seconds. Usually my monomer has a 3-second rule. As long as your ratio is good, once the 3-second rule is done, you should be able to have a nice consistent bead like this, a buttery bead, no matter what acrylic you use. Okay. We all can't afford the best product, but we can always make the product work well for us. I'm using chisel with my monomer, and it's probably one of the best consistency based on my ratio. Nice and shaped, and I'm done. And I did that set within maybe 15-20 minutes. I can't say it'd be anything over 20 minutes. So short sets are very, very fast, very, very easy. Great way to make money. I think it's the best thing for beginners. If you're getting in this industry, that's the one thing you should do. Short sets. I recommend it. It gives you a lot of hands-on experience and builds your skill level up, and you get to make money. Okay? So like I said before, when I shape, it's gonna be very simple. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's my shaping. So because we did the shaping with the drill, the acrylic brush, I'm just getting it more sharpened. See that? Within a few strokes, boom, the shape is there because I already have the shape. Now, the more I shape this, the worse it's gonna get. So I gotta be very, very careful. You don't have to drain your brush after you pick up the bead. No, I don't have to drain my brush. That people drain their brush because they picked up too much liquid, so they don't want it too runny. But what I do, huh? What?
I had to scratch.
I can't do anything about this. I would just have to drill it down a little bit. So I don't drain my brush because I get the right monomer ratio, and then also I give it time to cook. So even if a lot of people do it, it's a really good technique to get rid of excess monomer so that the bead is not too runny. But if you have your ratio down and you have your consistency down, you really don't have to do that if you don't want to. But I think it's a good technique for you to, a good habit for you to have for those that do use it. But it's not really necessarily necessary, if that, you know what I mean. What size brush do you use when you're doing a full set? I usually use a 14 to 16. I use all size brushes actually. I can use a size 10 brush to do an extendo set. I did one earlier. I did a full length, tip length set earlier and it was fine. Depending on my ratio, if I have a small brush, I just increase my ratio to pick up a bigger bead. If I have a bigger brush, I won't have to do that big of a ratio. So the brush size really does matter in a sense, but once you have all the math down, you can actually just do the portions. It's like cooking. Sometimes like, hey, you need 2 spoons of salt, 3 spoons of pepper or this seasoning or this spice. But let's say you want to make, and that makes a portion for 4 people. Let's say you make a portion for 2 people. You just gotta half those portions. So that's how ratio works. Basis on, and you consider the amount of people you're serving as in the brush size. So your ratio is basis on, the brush size. So you just gotta change your portions, and then you gotta change your ratio to match that portion, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. Or else I just said some really foolish stuff. I try and use real life scenarios. It's really nice. See, nice crisp shape. Then seconds. You don't have to spend too much time shaping. 18 minutes, yeah. Yes, you can do sets like this in less than 30 minutes, right? I guess, like I told you earlier, I spent more time doing my application. Now, my shaping is so quick. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't want to over file either because I don't want to ruin my nice taper shape. That's it. Side to side. And we use her natural nails, so we didn't even have to put tips on, so even makes your set even faster. This is what you call an overlay over the natural nails. Can you see the thickness free edge? I'll show you the thickness after I drill it, because I'm going to take some of the thickness off at the free edge. So usually I say about 1 to 1.5 credit card thickness for any length. For shorter nails, you don't have to do it too thick. Longer nails, you may have to do a little bit thicker just because of the durability, bumping and stuff. But shorter nails, you understand, clients are not going to bump this stuff and, have issues with shorter nails. Other than when they're trying to scratch themselves while the powder's still wet. That's why this thumb's a little wonky here.
I'm sorry.
That's it. So this is the thickness, but I'm gonna take this down a little bit because we gotta clean up underneath and all that stuff. But now I'm gonna go right into the cuticle work. This is a shorter nail. I'm gonna use my sharp, fine 5-in-1 cross-cut bit. This is my go-to. Hey, Benita, how are you? How have you been? What's up? Thank you for the stars. Jennifer, how you been? Hey, Jennifer, remember how we talked about shorty sets earlier? Look, I'm doing a shorty set. So, client needs to relax. We're ready to go around the cuticle area. This helps the lifting. We're gonna flush it down. Since it's a short set, we're gonna use the whole body of the nail. We're gonna drill and smooth everything out a little bit. Like I told you, I'm gonna be taking down some of the bulk here at the tip. but not too much. This is about the thickness we want here. About 1 credit card to 1 card thickness. The structure. We don't need an apex, guys. I know it looks flat, but it's not, okay? The client's nail is not gonna break, it's not gonna snap. There's no length here for apex to be even a factor. If you try to put an apex on nails this short, all it's gonna do is make it more bulky, and you're not gonna just lose your shape. It's just gonna look really like a mound of acrylic on there, okay? Short nails, you need to look for petiteness, you know? We're not trying to build all that, cram everything in there. You got a small size sedan that fits 5 people, and you're trying to put 10 people in there? No, it's not an SUV. Keep it for 5 and under, okay? Try to load 10 people into a small sedan, it's gonna look bulky. Simple as that. Listen to Nail Dad, he knows what I'm talking about. And if you haven't followed the Instagram yet, follow my Instagram, the pin link below. I'm doing the giveaways soon. Also turn up that notification, the bells on my page. Turn up the notifications so you can see the post, because my post only a few days for the giveaway, and then I pick the winner. You don't want to miss out on that, okay? I'm beginning with some monomer, acrylics, and gel stuff pretty soon. Just like that. I'm gonna go around the cuticle area. Make sure I flush it to the cuticle. You see that? Doing short nails fairly easy. I'm barely putting any pressure on this drill. All I'm doing is smoothing out the surface area, okay? The shape is still there. You're not losing the shape, okay? You finally got your license. If you flood the cuticle, can you drill and save it? Yes. If you flood the cuticle, you can drill to save it. Yes. But you see, if you flood the cuticle, would it not be more work for you? It would be harder for you to save it because there would be so much bulk here. That's why we try to get our application as best as possible, so we have less bulk, less work for us, right guys? More what? Efficiency, yes. But yes, if you did flood your cuticle, it may be a little rougher to drill around here, but you can drill it and it'll separate the cuticle area. It just try to not flood the cuticles by placing the bead a little bit earlier, or don't place the bead too soon when it's too wet. You know, save yourself some time and headache, right? You want to be efficient. And there's so many easy steps to increase the efficiency during the application process. Yeah, it always says 80% of the nails is in the application. Everything else is just extras. Once you increase your application, everything else will be, the speed will be toned down. You'll get faster without even knowing it. You'll be faster and more efficient with your nails. Do you have to encapsulate the color correct? No, I do not. This acrylic is already mixed properly. It doesn't need encapsulation. It's not a high pigmented acrylic. It's a master mix. You guys use a lot of acrylic that is more pigmented, like Young Nails or something like that. Valentino, yes, you have to put a thin coat of pigment and then you have to encapsulate it because the pigment won't dry. I know that their pigment powder are like that, but I know their cover powder isn't. This powder is already mixed with a proper amount of acrylic and color, so I do not have to encapsulate. The last thing I want to do is make my nails thicker. It's a lot more work. Why would I go through the whole application process, put on color powder, and then go back through and put clear powder over it again? in the sense that will take me longer to do nails. I'd rather do my application at one time, okay? So that's why I choose not to use those powders. For those that love those powders, great company, whatever, yeah. You have to, there you go. See that? Nice and crisp. This drill bit is my drill bit that I had customized. It's called a Fine 5-in-1 Sharp on my website down there in the pinned link, now.shop.com. And we have it in the medium also. And we also have this same bit in the safety version where the edge is a little bit more cambered out like this right here. And you'll be able to practice and you won't be able to cut, you won't cut the client as much because it's more smooth. This one is sharp. I like using sharp bit because I'll be able to go through the cuticle area, clean out real nice, so that I won't have any lifts. Lifts come from the cuticle area. So the better you flush this cuticle area out, the less lifts you'll get. I guarantee you. All that primer, bonder, whatever, banana bond, James Bond, protein bond. You can use all you want. If you don't do good cuticle work, they're gonna lift. It's called wear and tear, guys. You as a nail tech can make perfect nails. Do I have a code for chisel? I don't really need a code for chisel. I don't have one because chisel is so affordable already. You know, they're like $11 to $12, sometimes even $10 for a 2 ounce. I don't think you really need a code for that. They already made the product affordable. So you can get them from any nail supply store, local nail supply store, or even online. You cannot complain. The quality of this product and their price, very affordable. Because they're so big, they're able to produce good product and at affordable pricing. I heard you can add more clear. I heard you can add more clear to the color acrylic to strengthen it. Is that true? That is true in a sense that clear is the base of the color acrylic. Yes, if you add more clear to it, it's gonna be stronger. But why? That's my question. Because the more clear you add to it, your color acrylic will actually, the color will change. Because now you have a nice cover pink, you add more clear to it, it'll be more of a sheer pink. So there's like a even matte, like a mix, like okay, this is the perfect amount of clear to be able to have it strong. You can't get any stronger. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, no matter what you do, there's a level where that's how strong it's gonna be. And a lot of companies like Chisel here, they have their mix down. Like this color is this color. This amount of acrylic in here is gonna be the strength right here. No matter what you put in this here, if you put clear acrylic in here, it'll just make this pink lighter, but it'll stay the same strength. Does it matter what monomer you use? Yes, it does actually. My monomer actually is very universal. Some monomers are different. Some are more runny, some will dry faster. Mine is the really nice consistency, and I'm really blessed to have it work really well with Chisel product. As you can see, it lays like butter. A lot of people have used my monomer, they really like it. If you want to try it, now.shop.com, there's an 8 ounce version for you to try it. If you like it, then you get the bigger version. Definitely let me know what you use. I think everybody that have used my monomer has been happy with it. All my students use my monomer in class. Got shape there, smooth surface. You can go to princessnailsupply.com. You can go to thenailcompany.com. Any online like a nail supply store that sells a lot of stuff will have Chisel. They're very, very known. Even your local in the area, check your local nail supply. I guarantee you, they'll have Chisel there. You don't ship international? No, I do not, because international shipment is a little bit more harder, and they require all these like chemical forms and stuff like that, and it easily gets lost. We don't mess with international shipment. There is a way to ship that, but we don't ship chemicals internationally. But you can use DHL for international shipment. We won't accept any other shipment than DHL. If you're willing to pay for the shipping, I really appreciate the support, but I don't want you to pay for all that shipping unless it's worth it. A lot of people from international that use DHL, they wait until they buy like a bunch of stuff at one time, so they make their shipping worth it. Because DHL is the only system that I trust when it comes to international shipping. Like USPS and all that stuff, they lose that shit all the time. DHL has been very good with that. They're a great shipping company when it comes to international. But we will not ship monomer, anything chemical, gel polish. You buy dry stuff, yes. Well, to finish it up here, guys, and then we're gonna do the design real quick, and we're done for the day. You want black, right?
Yeah.
You sure? You don't want like a nice, like springy color, pastel color?
How do you think?
The color in the picture looks good. Let me see it. Again, I can't use my phone if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's a nice color. Teal. You want black? We do black.
Okay, teal.
Like a baby.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I have right here. I have a minty color. Okay, guys, I'm gonna clean up underneath, and then we're gonna have Buff have her wash her hands, and we're gonna go. Gonna kill any excess under here. Oh shit. Give her a nice buff. So that should be under 40 minutes, 30 minutes maybe, 35 minutes we're at. Not too bad for a set, to be honest, a short set. Generally, short sets would usually take that long. That's why I really recommend beginners to do short sets like this. You guys can get more nails done and more hands-on experience. You know, you're actually doing application, you know, over and over again. And it's actually a pretty good idea. And this is how I start all my techs off, short sets before I move them to long sets, for them to get better at it, okay? Okay, go wash your hands. So we're gonna do the same color we did earlier, a nice minty color design here. I'm gonna use this mint color and do a nice cross French, and then we're gonna do gold. We did this earlier with our longer set, and we'll do it again with the shorty set. Oh, that'll be fun. The shorty version. That's true. As a beginner, I realize I get more nails done and more experience when I do short sets. Oh my God, look at that. Nail dead. Just that's the fine bit I just used, Mullen. What monomer? This is the monomers on my website too. No, I know what it. I know what to do. So now I am going to use the same thing I did earlier, and I'm going to do my design. We're doing a nice cross French. Little baby nails. Short nails need love too, right guys? I'm gonna fill in this. This is my pigmented gel art paint. So very pigmented. You can get one coat in without having the gel polish ruin the shape. Yeah. This is just her natural nails. I didn't use any tips at all. I did overlay over her natural nails. Look how pretty that is. You want it black.
Not used to color.
This is not even a color. It's like a pastel.
I know.
So before I cure this, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna redefine these lines. Make sure it's nice and straight. With my liner brush, striper brush. Cute as a button. What brand is this brush? This brush is my own brand. It's my Nail Dad striper brush. Beetle's brush are a little bit thicker than my brush. These are a little bit thinner. I actually have a lot of students bring Beetle's brushes to class and they can't use them because it just creates these thick lines because they're just really fat. I'm not body shaming the brush, but yes, the Beetle's brush are a little bit too fat for me. A little dust in here. So use my brush again. I'm gonna fill in these gaps, these zones. It's good to have a flat brush around because you don't want to use that small thin brush to paint this in. But with my gel art paint, this is my flat ombre brush. I'm able to just paint nice. Look at that, just one coat of consistent thickness. It doesn't lose the shape. You guys see that? Oh shit. Shape is still there. See that? If you use gel polish, no way, ma'am. Gel polish won't be able to do this for you. Shape's still there, nice and coated. I'm going through the same thing like I did earlier. Just give me the small details that I need. Make sure it's nice and crisp, okay? So yeah, we can make some mistakes here and there and we just clean it up with this brush later. Just like that. Oh yeah, the sun is still out. I want to get that picture outside before I'm done, guys. I want that natural lighting outside, the sunset. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to top coat this. Then I'm gonna do my gold. First I'm gonna top coat, then I'm gonna apply my gold. This looks good already, right? No, we gotta do some extra, of course.
Press the button.
It's censored.
Yeah.
You see that? If you guys made this acrylic thick, it'll make the design so much more thick. So that's why we have to do a nice, when we do shorties and we do designs, we gotta do minimalistic designs, scale everything down so that it looks so finesse, looks so clean, right? If we try to build an apex and make it bulge, all these designs not gonna look good on it, trust me. Less is more, think that way. Less is more, okay? Only time less is not more is when your bank account, okay? More is more when it comes to the bank account. When it comes to nails, less is more, trust me. You need to learn the one bead method. You don't need to learn the one bead method. Two bead method is the most efficient way to do nails, okay? I do one bead because this nail was so short, that's why I'm doing one bead. But two bead method is the way to go. So I'm going to top coat this first. Then I'm doing the next stage of my design. Eesh, shoot. Why is it shrinking? See the other hand? That one's fine. Oh, this one's shrinking a little bit. It's probably the top coat. I should have matted this first. Top coat is too runny, it's shrinking. And yeah, this one's fine, okay. Now I'm gonna switch over to the black and I'm using my chrome powder, a gold chrome powder. Go in. And I'm gonna test this out real quick before I move on. You can't get yours to look like that because you're using too much powder. I guarantee you. You're just using too much powder, that's why it's too bulky. Short nails is one of those things. Do you only do once a year in each state? Do you only go once a year to each state? I've been to about 9 states in the last 3 months. There it is, y'all. Ooh, so cute. That's the design we're going for. I always test it out on one finger first, see how it goes, and do the rest. It's just a chrome powder, a gold chrome powder. You get it on Amazon. Just press chrome powder. Thank you. Is that on? And the reason why I paint the top coat first is I don't want the chrome to attach to the nail. Top coat make it smooth so the chrome won't attach to everywhere else, but it will attach to this black that I'm putting on though. This black's gonna come out and it's gonna be still sticky. Everything else is not sticky. Take it out.
I even like it with the black.
Hmm?
I said the black looks cool too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're gonna top coat everything. You want to top coat, not matter, right?
Right.
Add another layer of top coat to protect our chrome. Good. This thumb you didn't cure properly either, right? You had this leaning. Be careful with that. So it didn't get cured. Okay, wash your hands. Oh, I said wash your hands. Yes, go wash your hands right now. There you guys go. A little bit of gold and what's going on with that machine? Just gonna clean up the shape a little bit. Give her some cuticle oil and send her on her way. Now you can do this with foil. You can do this with clear powder, glitter powder. I mean gel, gold, whatever works best for you. But I use chrome this time. Like the chrome right here to the black, a little bit easier. I'm gonna close this before I get dust in there. Give it a little bit of cuticle oil. I think we found a new powder for you. This is almost the same as that pink.
I like that.
174, right? I gotta order more of that. Right? 174? This is like exactly like the one I mixed too. Good, now I don't have to mix powder anymore. Yay! Okay. Have a client wash their hands and you're good to go. This is my last other day. I'll see you guys tonight for a Q&A. I'm gonna update the list. I'm gonna update the store tonight. You definitely will have some more. See, shorty nails. Shorty nails need love too. Little cutesy set. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys later. I was just